As you can see, our application is currently not compiling. If we hover our mouse in the compile error, the compiler is going to say that we have an expected class platform, but we don't have the actual declarations for the Android and iOS. So let's go ahead and implement them. First, I'm going to go to the platform file over here and delete everything that was regarding the previous implementation. We are going to declare an actual class with a name platform. And now we need to declare and instantiate all the expected values. The IDE can do it automatically for us, but we need to make the implementation. For the OS name, we are going to have the static value of Android. Now for the OS version and for the device model, we can utilize the Android platform build instance in order to retrieve that information. First of all, I'm going to construct a string, and then I'm going to use the build instance to get the actual OS version information. We're going to get build.version.sdk integer. Let's import the build class. Okay. For the device model, we are going again to use the build instance, but instead we are going to pull from it the manufacturer and the build model. So I'm going to construct a string again, and I'm going to use the build instance to retrieve the manufacturer. I'll make some space, and then I will also add the build model. Alright, and now we need to use the Android platform in order to get the density of the screen. Now the actual implementation is not that important, so I'm just going to paste it over here. Pretty much we are getting from the resources the system, we get the display metrics, and from it we get the density. And then we make sure that we have it in integer format. But the important thing is that all this code is actually Android platform specific, and the way to achieve this is the expect and actual mechanism. Okay, the final thing that we need to do is to add the implementation to log the system info. So we are going to use Android specific code. It has a log utility function built in the system. The first argument is a tag. We are going to put daily pulse as our tag. And then we need to have the actual log message. So let's make it a little bit with a nice format. First, I'm going to add the OS name. Then I will display the OS version. Then we will display the device model. And finally, the density. Right, now if you are a Swift developer, this is a way to construct a string in Kotlin. The double quotes are initializing the string, and then we can use this escapable $character to make use of an actual variable. If instead of a variable we want to make use of an expression, then we add the $, and then we add the brackets. Okay, so we are done with the actual implementation of the Android platform. Let's move on to the next video to do exactly the same for the iOS.